Hey everybody, it's Connie. I am making a little album, and I believe the cover is 5.5 by 5.5 with a 1-inch spine. And here's all the pages are the same, and the embellishments will bring it all together, but I hadn't got to that part. And here's a pull out. And you just stick it back in the pocket, and there's a magnet here and here that will keep it closed. And on the back side you have a mat. And so I figured there's a lot to do with it. It's so cute, so cute. So here's how I made my pages. First of all, you have an envelope. These envelopes I got at Walmart. I don't know if you can see them. I think they're 5 by 5. So the flap that closes it, I want to make it stay shut. So I'm going to put a little score tape on there and score it closed. Very good. Let me get my cutting board. Sorry. Okay. Thought I was prepared, but I'm not. I'm going to take just a tiny little slither off of each side to form an open pocket on both sides. Just a tiny little piece just to make it open. I mean, look at that. That's little. Alright, so we now have our pocket just like that. And this will go on to the spine like this, the hinge. Okay, so here's the flap that goes inside, and I've cut it down. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I need to take, it is 5, so I'm going to put it at 4.5 and take a 1/2 inch off so that when it goes into the pocket, it won't run into the spine. And then I want to take off where this is 1.5 inches. So put it about right there. Save this because you can always use it. So now we have this little flap, and it is 1.5, just what I wanted. Whoops. Now, I did a whole page, but my phone won't go over 15 minutes for me to upload it to YouTube, so I had to do it this way. So here's the side, the little side pocket that goes in like this, and then you need a pocket here. So the pocket is 2.5 inches. This is a little over 5, and this is 5 3/4. So what I'm going to do is score it about 1/4 of an inch on both sides so that it will fit. Let's see. Get my little score tool. Hit it just a little bit. About 1/4 of an inch. Very good. Now I'm going to, this is where the flap that I folded up right here. And I'm going to fold this over. Score it real good. Just see if my score lines are where they need to be before I score the other side. There we go. Alright, so we have it just right, just like that. And I'm going to take my little snips and just get rid of some of the bulk right there. Just a little tiny piece on both sides, just like that. Oof, I got the shakes today. Alright, so that's just going to go just like that. Let me use my glue here, which is Art Glitter Glue. I love it. bead down here and right along the bottom edge, just a tiny little bead, and then a little bead right here. And then I'm going to put it down on one side just to make sure it's right where it needs to be. There we go. We have a pocket. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. And then, so that you could have this little scalloped edge right here, I used this little punch. It is Stampin' Up! Punch, but I know I'm pretty proof positive they don't sell it anymore. But you can use any punch that you have. Utilize everything that you have. And you're going to center it right down the middle. That's where you want to do your first punch. Always. And then you do your next one. Line it up on the sides right there. Right there. And then do it this way, the same way. And let's see. There we go. And so here's the deal. I want to explain something. Whenever you get ready to mat this right here was 1 1/2. So you're going to use a mat piece that is 1 1/4. And then when you go to do your punch, do it the same way. Do it in the middle first and then work your way out. That way it will line up perfectly when you go to put your mat on. See how it's lined up, like the holes all match up and everything. That's how you get you a straight. Otherwise it'll be way off. So, and you won't have to worry about measurements. You just do it right in the center. And so there you go. You have your little pocket that goes right here on the side. These little envelopes are pretty thin, but whenever you mat it, it's perfect. So if you get this these envelopes from Walmart, if you do, this is what they look like. You're going to cut the envelope a 1/2 inch off the envelope, a 1/2 inch off, and then 1 1/2 right here for the flap. And then your mat will be 1 1/4. The mat for this is going to be 4 1/4 this way by 4 3/4, and that'll go on both sides. Love it. What you do basically when you're matting something, you find out what the total width is of whatever you're matting. Let me show you. So if this card, this piece right here is 4 1/2. So what you're going to do for your mat is cut it at 4 1/4, and that gives you about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So the height is 5. So you're going to cut your piece at 4 3/4, and that gives you your so you always go 1/4 of an inch shorter on whatever you're wanting to mat, and it makes it a really pretty mat. So there you go. I love the way this is coming together, and I don't know what I'm going to do about covering it yet, but I just think this is so cute. So cute. Isn't that cute? And each one opens up like that with a little magnet. It's just perfect. So this is the paper I'm using. It's Vintage Emporium. It's an A4, and it's an A4 collection kit, and it's by Prima, and I got this on Amazon. So that is that. It's so pretty. You have to try it. And let's see, in the magnets that I'm using, I got this idea from Jennifer from Genevieve Designs. You get these at Home Depot. You get 12 for a little over $3. And for the closure part, if it's not too thick and too much cardstock, you just use a tiny little washer to go with it. So that's all there is to it. So maybe my next video will show how to cover it. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. I know I'm going to probably want a pocket in here and all the little embellishments and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun to create. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And then you can also find me at Craft with Connie on Facebook and check out some things and let's craft together. Tell me what you think. Tell me what I should do with it. What should I... Have a blessed day. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.